Welcome to She Can and She Will. My name is Mary Ann Brown, also known as the Country Mompreneur, and I'm joined by my co-host, Reese McAllister. We are moms, work from home experts, and queens at helping women take control of their lives and prosper in whatever their goals may be. In this show, you will learn from us and other women who kick butt in their lives how to be the best you can be. So sit back and get ready for some fun. Okay, today we're going to be talking to someone I'm super excited about. I don't know about you.
Oh my gosh. Is it Coach Mack?
It is Coach Mack. Yay. She is a health coach, and you guys are going to want to hear everything she has to say coming right up. Well, we are here today with Coach Mackenzie Holznecht. I said it right.
Yes.
Also known as Coach Mack. She is a health coach, and we are very excited to have you join us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yay. So first, before we get diving into everything that you have to offer everyone, tell us how you got to where you are today.
Yeah. So I grew up with basically a family that loves food. I mean, who doesn't? And everything seemed to revolve around food. And a lot of my family and extended family was overweight. And I knew somehow that I wanted to not go that same route. I wanted to figure out how to do it differently. And for me, that path was athletics at first. And so I went to college to become a strength coach. And I was for 5 years. I helped athletes train to be in tip-top shape and perform their best. And then I kind of figured, well, that's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. It was so much fun. But I've thought that there was a different way that I could help women. And so it took some trial and error, some iterations. But here I am. I started my health coaching company, and I help women essentially become the fittest, strongest mamas that they can be.
That's very awesome.
It's very necessary, I think.
Yes, that's very awesome. Like, I also come from a family. We're Italians. We love to eat. Like, life is everything that we do is focused around eating.
Yes.
And everything.
Yes.
So your focus is big time helping moms develop healthy habits, but also all women of all walks of life as well. What initially are some habits that are the easiest way to just get healthy? Some new habits that you can integrate into your life?
Yeah. So it's actually funny because moms gravitate toward me for some reason, even though I don't have children, I just have a dog, but moms gravitate toward me. And I think it's because I wish that my mom had someone like me. So I kind of give the kid perspective because your kids are watching every single thing that you do. And so some of these small habits that you can do are just little things, honestly, like taking your vitamins with your morning coffee, or, doing some squats every time you use the restroom, or dancing with your kids while the water boils while you're making the mac and cheese, like just silly stuff like that. But that if you incorporate enough of those throughout your day, they really start adding up big. And when you can get your kids involved, it's even more motivating because you realize that every day you do those things, you provide this example for them. And it's really rewarding for mothers. Like, my clients will tell me, oh my gosh, my kids, were on my yoga mat with me while I was doing yoga. They weren't actually doing the yoga, but it's just so cute to hear those stories. And so, like I said, it's just the little things that add up really big over time. Because typically with moms, especially, it's those little things that got us to the point where we might have an extra 10 or 20 pounds that we want to lose. We ate the kids' leftover goldfish. We had an extra cookie here, or, didn't get a workout in there because they had a play date. And so it's just those little things that keep adding up. So we're taking it and flipping it on its head and doing the opposite to get healthier.
I'm very guilty of that.
I think we all are in some form or fashion.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's like you looked right into my lifestyle right there. So I heard you mention a habit stack. What is that?
Yeah. So a habit stack, I wish I could claim the credit for this. It's not. I read all about habits and behavior change. And I found that it is the easiest, most simple way to change your behavior, because in order for us to establish new habits, we kind of need a reason to. And so a habit stack is taking a habit that you want to be doing, like taking your morning vitamins, and stacking it on top of something that you already do, like your morning coffee routine. And so because you already have your morning coffee routine, your vitamins become attached to that habit that you already do. So it's not like trying to pull these new healthy habits out of thin air. you can stack them on top of ones that you already do. And admittedly, some are harder than others, but like your vitamins, you can either set your vitamins right next to your coffee maker, or you could leave yourself a little Post-it, like whatever that little thing is, that's a reminder, like, oh yeah, coffee, vitamins, you stack them on top of each other. And eventually, like if you think about brushing your teeth or getting into your car or the way that your morning routine with your kids, typically it's the same anyways. Like our routines are habit stacks, but we just didn't design them on purpose. They just kind of fell into place. So a habit stack is essentially doing it on purpose with the intention of getting healthy in the long run.
Oh, I love that. Do you have any tricks on like losing 20 pounds? Is there like a habit package for that?
They're not necessarily a habit package, but what I would recommend is to use habit stacks, start adding one at a time until it becomes habit. So if you can pick one habit each month to do, by the end of the year, you will look around and be like, oh my gosh, like I do all this healthy stuff. And while, yeah, it's not necessarily taking your morning vitamins isn't going to help you lose 20 pounds, but the more that you can start doing those healthy behaviors that will lead to the 20-pound weight loss, then the more you will actually lose the 20 pounds. Like I said, we're doing just how you gained 20 extra pounds. We're doing it in opposite. So you didn't gain it overnight. So there's no, I don't have a magic thing that will help you lose it overnight either. But I know it's a bummer, but it does add up. I think we underestimate the power of those small things, that how much momentum they can give us going forward, because it's not just going to be your morning vitamins. You're going to keep going, being like, okay, I got that one down. Let me add this one. Let me add this one. Let me add this one. And before you know it, your whole routine, your day is revolving around being healthy, but you didn't even notice it because it's a habit. You don't think about the habits you do anymore. So it's kind of like a health hack if you are able to do healthy habit stacks.
Now, looking outside of habits, you are considered to be a time management expert. How can this play a role in living a healthier life?
Yeah. So I think in terms of the time management, because the biggest obstacle that most women come to me with is not having time to work out. So they're like, I have kids, we have all this stuff, this, that, and it's totally valid. However, there are plenty of times where we could make better use of our time. I'll put it that way, because I'm as guilty as the next. I love being on Instagram. It's my jam. So I can be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, be like, ooh, recipe, ooh, this, ooh, that, I get it. But at the same time, when it comes to managing your time and helping it lead to healthier things, that's why I love these little hacks that you can do, because, taking a 5-minute walk, it sounds like it's not going to do anything, but a 5-minute walk eventually is like, oh, this is kind of nice. Let me walk for another minute or another minute, and eventually you might be walking 30 minutes every morning just because you really like that feeling in the morning, And so it's, again, things that start really small, but it's like a snowball rolling downhill where it picks up and it gains momentum and it gets bigger. And eventually you look up and you're like, who is this healthy person? So it really, the time management factor is more of a mental obstacle than it is an actual, I have zero time in my day to do healthy stuff.
How would somebody reach out to you, and what kind of group formats do you have?
Yeah. So I have, on Instagram, I love it there. So if you want to, come say, hey, please do. But also my website, runningwithbacon.com, has everything. I offer free calls. So I do have group coaching. I have one-on-one coaching. And so that free call can be a really good idea if you're not sure which one is the right fit for you. So I offer a couple different group formats as well. So I have my membership, which is an ongoing healthy membership, essentially healthy community to join. So you don't need a gym. You don't need all this extra stuff that people typically think of when it comes to getting healthy. I make it as easy as possible, where you just have to show up and everything can be done on your own time. You get the recordings of everything. It's just, again, you just press play on stuff. And I try to provide everything that you need to get and stay healthy. And then I also periodically, I offer different group programs that are a specific duration. Like I'm getting ready to start a 3-month program called Fitter Faster. And that's kind of like my big program that I offer once a year. I have a couple other programs that are called Fit Sprints. So everything's kind of revolved around getting fit, because I think that's the easiest place to start. Food and mindset and sleep, like all those things are really complicated, but to start getting fit, you can walk out the door. You don't even have to go outside really, but you just get started moving and you're on your way to getting fit. So all my programs center around starting there. And then we work into those other things as well.
So I went on your website. I was checking out all the stuff and choosing which I think I want to do. But first I want to find out, where did you come up with the name Running with Bacon? Because that's an awesome website name. That drew me in immediately.
Yes. There's always is a good conversation starter. It gets lots of giggles and people remember it, which is, a bonus for me. But no, I was trying to come up with a fun business name that really conveyed my coaching style, because I am of the opinion that getting healthy, it shouldn't suck, because again, in my opinion, being healthy is just so that you can live a more full, like more energetic, more upbeat, you can show up better for life. And so if it's not fun, it's like grueling and, you can't even walk after leg day and your workouts have you throwing up, it sucks. Nobody wants to do it. And so I'm like, what can be fun? I love food. I like running. I've come to love running. I didn't used to. But so I was trying to, just come up with ways to like combine this stuff. And I'm a big bacon junkie and it drives me nuts when people are like, healthy people can't eat bacon. And so I went through, again, several iterations of different names. And then when I landed on this, I was just like, that's it. I knew that was it. Like I even used to have this little cartoon girl who was running and had bacon. Like it was, yeah, I just knew it when I read it and like thought it out. I was like, this is it. So, and it's stuck ever since.
I love it. So also on there, can you explain to people what Fit by Bit is?
Yeah. So Fit by Bit is my membership that I was talking about. So that's the one that is just ongoing. It's essentially, think of it like an online gym membership, because I know a lot of people who with children, especially, it's really difficult to find time to go to a gym. You have to, number one, you think you've got to be there for an hour in order for it to be effective or like worth your time. Like showing up to the gym for 20 minutes when you drove 20 minutes to get there kind of sucks. So so it feels like this huge time commitment. So that's my goal with Fit by Bit, is to essentially be your online health and fitness community. And so all of the workouts that I provide, one for every day, are about 30 minutes. You need minimal equipment, if any. It's all online. Literally you just show up, you press play. I've had some of my clients who they'll text me and be like, it was 4:30 and I did my workout in my pajamas and then I had to go get the kids. And I was like, you did it though,
Yeah,
so
there's all that matters.
Yeah, no judgment. And again, as easy as possible, I try to take time out of the equation, like childcare out of the equation, like just show up and press play and it will work. I promise you.
That sounds fantastic. Okay. And then you have a free 4-week plan. What is that and how can people get started?
I do. Yes. So I have a free 4-week plan, and it is essentially a little bit of a taster of what you can expect inside of Fit by Bit. And so it is like basically a calendar format, and you get a workout for every single day of the week. Again, it's all online. You just press play, can be done at home. And you can find it actually at runningwithbacon.com/free plan. And I will send you the plan. And then I'll even check in with you each week to see how it's going. You can troubleshoot with me, be like, I just can't seem to fit it in. Like whatever questions you have or struggles that you're running into, I am here for you. So yeah, go grab it. I would love to coach you through that 4-week plan. It's going to be really fun.
I find things are easier to follow if you have someone that you're accountable to.
Yes.
If I'm just doing it just for me, even though you should be doing it just for yourself, if you have someone that holds you accountable, that helps a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that is kind of my number one. I provide everything that you need, but really as a health coach, I'm more of an accountability coach, but I disguise myself as a health coach.
That's good. That's good. We all need one of those in our lives.
Absolutely.
So before we wrap and get all your details so everyone can connect with you, we have one final question we like to ask everyone. And what is your favorite way to stay organized?
My absolute favorite way, and I swear by this, is to get it out of my brain. And because I cannot remember that much stuff. I know I can. I have a terrible memory. And so I use a digital calendar. I have a paper planner. I love writing stuff down. I use the reminders and alarm on my phone like crazy. You would think I'm insane if you saw the amount of reminders that I see pop up each day, but it is so dang helpful to just keep track of everything and know that I don't have to rely on my brain to stay organized.
So tell everybody how they can connect with you, all the different ways.
Yeah, my website is Running with Bacon. Again, on Instagram, I'm at Running with Bacon. I do have a YouTube channel as well, if that's more your jam. So yeah, I try to be everywhere, so it won't be hard to find me.
Coach Mack, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me on, ladies.
You are absolutely delightful. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. For more information, join us at thepmagency.com.